Hi everybody, this is Vasu DJ. Welcome to my channel. Today I am going to talk about non-directive counseling. What is non-directive counseling? Non-directive counseling is also known as client-centered therapy, non-directive counseling, non-directive therapy, person-centered therapy, or Bulgarian therapy. On this approach, the counselor does not give judgments on the information being put forth by the client and avoids offering advice or directions. Here, counselor will not take any decisions or give any judgment. Only the counselee will take the decision. Now, what are the characteristics of non-directive counseling? First, the counselee is a pivot. Counselee play a important role in this non-directive counseling. He takes an active part in the process of counseling. He gains insight into his problem with the help of the counselor. Counselor just help and make him to get insight to his problem. The role of counselor is passive. The counselor provides a place where the client works out the solution with the assistance of the counselor. Counselor's attitude is friendly, interested, and receptive. The counselee has adequate freedom to express his feelings. The goal is on the individual rather than the solution of a particular problem. The main function of the counselor is to create proper environment. The emotional elements rather than the intellectual elements are stressed. Here, the only emotions is giving importance than the intellectual. So, counselor will understand the counselee and make him to take a decision on his own. Let us see what are the steps of non-directive counseling. First step is defining the problematic situation. First of all, counselor should define problematic situation. Where he is, what situation he is facing the problem. Free expression of feelings. After the first step, the client is made aware of the fact that he can express his feelings freely and the counselor approves this. So he expresses feeling. Then development of insight. The counselor goes on thinking regarding the client's new feelings along with the development of client's insight, and he goes on classifies all those new feelings. Counselor will think about that what he is going to express his feelings and all, what type of the feelings, what development taking place inside the counselee, all about his thinking. Next, classification of positive and negative feelings. After the free expressions of feelings by the client, the counselor identifies his negative and positive feelings and he classifies them. What are the feelings? What are the positive feelings and negative feelings? He started to classify, which helps to in future for effective counseling. Termination of counseling situation. The counselor looks for the point where he can terminate the counseling situation after all the above steps. After listening all the things and all, so he can stop that discussion like that. Not only the counselee, according to this school of thought, either client or the counselor can suggest for the termination of counseling situation. Counselee can stop where he can feel that he enough information, or the counselor can stop. Now let us see what are the advantages of non-directive counseling. It is slow but sure process to make an individual capable of making adjustment. No tests are used, so one avoids all that is laborious and difficult. Here there is no test to be conducted, so that is very easy. So no feeling that laborious or very difficult. Independence counselee. Counselee is independent of making decisions for himself to solve his own problem. Here, counselee is free to take any decision about the problem or in solving the problem. And freedom. It feels free in talking about his problem and possible causes. Here counselee only think about or talk about the problem and why it has come, what the reason, all he can freely he can talk. Knowledge. So knowledge is knowledge-based approach is non-directive counseling, and without knowledge, counselor cannot be competent part of this approach. Now let us see what are the limitations or disadvantages of non-directive counseling. More suitable to sort out emotional, personal problems. Time consuming. Free flow of view of counseling needs time. Counseling only thinking about his problem and taking decision on his own time, taking on his own time. So it is time consuming. Not economic. Many sessions may be required to develop insight in the counseling. At a time he cannot take any decision and all. It will take a time. So counselor has to take a many sessions to make them into insight about in the counseling. Require special training. That is non-directive counseling cannot be used effectively without training. So without training cannot do that. So training is must. Emergence of non-acceptable solution. There is a emergence they come up, that is non-acceptable solution. That is sometimes the counseling may drive out non-acceptable, non-suitable readjustment solutions which are impractical in life. It is not acceptable things. Whatever the solution he got, it is not acceptable. It is not. It is impractical. So practically is impossible. Such a solution also it comes. So that is also one of the limitations of non-directive counseling. Thank you for watching. If you not yet subscribed my channel, please subscribe.